It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Suspected Ipob member killed during attack on Ebonyi police station. 3 policemen were killed during attack. Operatives of the Ebonyi State Police Command have killed a suspected member of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob or ESN, at Uwana in Afiko North local government area of the state. The Ebonyi police spokesperson, DSP Loveth Oda, disclosed this to newsmen in Abakaliki on Sunday after the gunmen attacked the police divisional headquarters at Uwana in the early hours of Sunday. According to her, 2 AK-47 rifles and other incriminating items were also recovered from some of the hoodlums who escaped with gunshot injuries. At 300 hours of 24th October 2021, yet to be identified gunmen suspected to be members of proscribed Ipob or ESN, numbering about 35, attacked Onwana Divisional Headquarters in Afiko North local government area of Ebonyi State, shooting sporadically at the policemen on duty who immediately repelled the attackers. In the gun battle that ensued, one of the hoodlums was killed and 2 AK-47 rifles, among other incriminating items, were recovered, while others escaped with bullet wound injury. Regrettably, one police inspector attached to the division was fatally wounded. The police facility or operational vehicles are intact. Investigation revealed that the deceased suspect had been on the police wanted list for various attacks on police stations, and one of the recovered AK-47 rifles has been identified to be the rifle stolen from Oauku Police Division early this month, Oda said. By the local source in the area who pleaded anonymity, told Nigerian Tribune that the attackers killed some policemen. They killed 3 policemen, 1 constable and 2 inspectors, and the police killed one of the gunmen, the source said. Nobody knows the identity of the gunman, and police have taken his remains away. The incident happened around 2 a.m. Nobody knows the route they came from. All we heard was gunshots for about 10 minutes. The men were masked, but the one killed had his face unveiled by a policeman to ascertain his identity. He also had red clothes tied around his waist, which they believe was a charm, the source added. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police, Ebonyi State Command, CP Aliyu Gaba, has ordered a manhunt on the fleeing hoodlums. He then appealed to law-abiding citizens of the state to promptly volunteer useful information to unravel the true identities of the fleeing gang members. And this alongside with Joe Ibokwe's account.
The November 6 gubernatorial elections in Nnamdi State, but PDP, as if during their campaigns, Joe Ibokwe revealed. This implies that the leadership of Ipob are not sincere with their agitations, and there are obtainable tendencies that the agitations of Ipob could be political. Granted, these revelations from Joe Ibokwe would go a long way in combating insecurity within the region. It is therefore very necessary that the security formations across the region should prioritize this information as they continue the fight against insurgency in the southeast. The Armless Alloy writes after Joe Ibokwe had the interview with the Punch. We recall just of recent too that the Abubakar Malami too was analyzing, amongst others, the opera of which the indigenous people of Biafra had actually been causing in the southeastern region, trying to shift all the blames of the mayhem going there on the indigenous people of Biafra.
And the committee was headed by the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, said consequent upon the instigating directives of Kanu, members of the Ipob and the Eastern Security Network carried out massive attacks on democratic institutions, especially facilities of the Independent National Electoral Commission, with a view to hampering the democratic process in Nigeria. It said that the attacks that were carried out between October 2020 and June 2021 led to the killings of 175 security personnel. The report read in part, acting on the instigating directives of Nnamdi, Ipob member, and NSAS protesters attacked and killed many security agents, destroyed several public and private properties, including police stations and public transport buses and other facilities across the country. That on October 24, 2020, Nnamdi Kanu, through an online call in Biafra program, Radio Biafra, further instigated Ipob members to burn down all police stations and kill government security forces, which was carried out, and the security personnel, especially police officers, were killed and public and private properties destroyed. Abubakar Malami further says that 175 security personnel were killed by the indigenous people of Biafra, ESN, comprising 128 policemen, 37 military personnel, and 10 other security operatives, killing of prominent Nigerians. Recently, there were gruesome killings of traditional leaders, Obi-Wan of Okudo Autonomous Community, Eze-I and Yokuchuku Durueburu, and Eze Samson Osunwa of Inhebiunwere Autonomous Community, as well as killing of Dr. Chike Akunyili and 8 others, as well as the killing of Alhaji Ahmad Gulak on Monday 38, 2021. The committee found that as a consequence of Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast, that there were 19 attacks on INEC facilities that resulted in destruction of offices, as well as 18 INEC logistical vehicles, several election materials, equipment and ICT gadgets in Abia, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Cross River, Enugu, Ebonyi, and Imo states. The Presidential Committee stated that 164 police stations and formations, including police headquarters Uweri, Imo State, were attacked by Ipob ESN, leading to the death of 128 policemen, while 144 were injured and 628 vehicles were destroyed. It said that 396 firearms and 17,738 ammunitions were carted away during the Ipob ESN attacks, and there were 3 Ipob ESN attacks on Nigerian Correctional Service, including the headquarters of the Nigerian Immigration and Service, Umaya, Abia State, was also attacked by Ipob and ESN, leading to the death of one officer, the report read. And these were the words of Abubakar Malami, trying to say that they have investigated the matters at hand, and that the indigenous people of Biafra are the one causing a whole lot of deaths, through the instigation of words that led to the killings of these people. That Nnamdi Kanu has been using the Ipob Radio Biafra, Radio Biafra station to instigate people to continue to perpetrate evil acts, killing policemen, military officials, and the likes like that. However, it has been said by a legal practitioner that all these are mere allegations, because there is no proof to all these things, that Nnamdi Kanu was not physically there, and all these things that were said that he talked about are just based on wordings, that there are no concrete evidences to justify this. Thanks for listening.